Hi, I'm Ella and this is Bonnie, and we're travelling around Europe in our DIY camper van. This week we continue along the north coast and head into Belgium. So hello from the van, and we are in Belgium. So country number 3, if you count England. I think it counts, it was part of the road trip. So yeah, country number 3. We're still along the coast, so we've come from, if you're watching in order, we've come from Dunkirk, carried along the coast to Oostende. I think that's how you pronounce it. I did Google it, YouTube how to pronounce it. So yeah, just a little coastal town in Belgium. So we're currently parked up in the van along, I guess it's like a harbour bit. So you've got a harbour this side and the beach over that side. So I'll show you that in a moment. And we're just about to head off, aren't we, Bonnie? She's off scavenging. Oh, you leave it. Where are we going, Bonnie? Are we going for a walk? Let's go. Come on in. Let's go. Come on. Or do you want me to leave you behind? Hang on, I need 2 hands. Yeah. This is where we're parked up. Found it on Park for Night and it's very popular. There's probably like 50 other vans parked up along here. But it's quite a nice spot. Let's go because someone's parking. There she is in a line of fancy white motorhomes. Okay, so we're just walking along the harbour front and beach. And I think we have to get on a boat to get into Oostende. From the look of the map here, there's a little like foot boat we have to get on, foot ferry, that's the word. So I'm just following the map, hoping for the best, aren't we? Walking. I'm guessing that a ferry has just left because my map's updated and it's now saying to walk a different way, not using the ferry, which takes an hour and is a little over 2 miles. A little bit of a pain, but we'll give it a go, I guess. Making it into Oostende now, and it looks quite cool. There's loads of artwork everywhere, which I think is one of the things it's quite well known for. I think it's a bit of like a hipstery coastal city for Belgium. So yeah, lots of street art to look at, which I think we'll probably wander around doing. And then I think there's a few beaches. Yeah, it seems like I've never really heard of this place, so I think it's a bit of like an underrated place to visit. So looking forward to looking around, seeing if it's worth a visit. So yeah, I think they do a lot of like cultural stuff, especially over summer, like music festivals, art festivals. I think loads of famous artists come here to do the street art, so pretty cool. It looks really nice. It's giving like Brighton vibes at the moment, and I like Brighton, so so I don't think there's tons to do with Bonnie. She can go on the beach, and I think most of the restaurants are dog friendly, so that's good. Other than that, I'm not sure about museums and stuff. We'll see. a little break. Was that walk too much? It was warm, huh? So we're sat outside the church of St Peter and St Paul. I was going to have a wander around it, but Bonnie decided it was time for a sit down, a lay down. So that's what we're doing. So this was commissioned in 1899 by King Leopold, and it's the main church in Oostende, like Roman Catholic. It's quite impressive. So good spot, Bonnie. Good choice. Got some water. Wow, you want to keep going? Do ya? Do ya? You won't go. Calm down. You get silly. You get silly. Through sort of the main shopping street, I guess. It's quite busy actually. We're just coming up to the beachfront now, which is apparently where all the nice cafes are. So I think we're going to get some food. Getting hungry. What about you, Bonnie? A couple of miles of it. It was getting cold and I couldn't find anywhere I wanted to eat, so now I'm starting to get hangry, and now I desperately need to find somewhere to eat. So heading back down some of the smaller roads, I guess. See if we can find anywhere. Okay, so we found somewhere to eat. It's like a little market square. So I'm feeling happier already. What do you think, Bonnie? What do you think?
There you go. Okay, you can tell me.
Can I get the oven baked fish?
Oven baked fish pan?
Yeah.
Would you like to have chips or jack potatoes?
Chips, please.
Chips. Thank you. Just need the menu. Thank you.
We finished lunch and I feel like a different person. Yeah, it was good. I think the fish was really fresh as we by the beach, so it was tasty. Expensive though. It was like, with the tip, like just under 40 euros. It was massive. We probably could have shared it with someone else. I'll just treat it as like the first meal of the trip, since this is like the first proper stop. Just going to make our way back to the van now. We're hoping to use a ferry this time. I'm not walking all that way.
When love is in it,
Okay, so we're back at the van from the ferry. It was so cold. It's been like a nice day, but the wind has been really cold. So yeah, I don't know if the ferry was worth it. I mean, it was free and it saved us walking 2 miles. We had to wait like an hour to get on because it only took, I think it was 50 at a time, and there was quite a queue. We liked Oostende, didn't we? It was very chilled, very relaxed vibes. But it was nice to get back to the van. Wasn't it, Bonnie? We just had a little chill. Bonnie. What? Why are you not looking at me? Why are you not looking at me? There we go. Yeah, so been at the van for a bit now, just relaxing. I find it so tiring to get out. So we'll do her dinner. I don't think I'm gonna need any, just because that lunch was so big. And then we're gonna go over onto the beach for sunset again. Does that sound good?
One day, like a tidal wave, a hurricane, like a thunderstorm, the pouring rain.
So we're just on the beach. You walk past Fort Napoleon to get on here. So that was an old fort commissioned by Napoleon, if you hadn't guessed. So it's been used in a lot of wars, and it was used right up until World War II. Most of Oostende was actually occupied by Germany. Ugh, Bonnie's desperate to run. By Germany, so yeah, it was used as a base for that. I'm gonna have to go before Bonnie drags me onto the beach.
You lost your aim, can clear your mind. Like a fire burning wild, a freight train you can't stop. Like a nightmare, but this time you don't wanna wake up. It pulls you in, it takes over, you just can't let go of the worst, best thing that's ever happened to you. No way, this is real, no it can't be true. Maybe for someone else, but not for you. Still you pray.
Bonnie's had her little run. It's very windy. It's beautiful though. Look at this. It's a very cool beach. It feels quite rural, but it's not at all.
Welcome, this is your life now.
That's the Peter's church that we went to earlier. Hi from the van again. I definitely lied to you earlier in the video. We haven't stuck to the plan at all. After we spent the day in Oostende, we have had a couple of really lazy days. So the first lazy day yesterday, that was intentional, we just wanted a down day. And then today we were meant to be going a bit further along the Belgium coast before heading slightly more inland, and we were going to do some like chores, like go to the shop and stock up on everything, but that hasn't happened. Firstly, because for some reason I got all nervous this morning about driving, so that put me off a little bit, but also it's a bank holiday, so everything's shut. Not ideal. We wouldn't have been able to go to like the shop anyway, so then I just thought, what's the point in moving? So we're going to spend one more night here, and then tomorrow we're going to get up early, do our bits and bobs, and then probably head inland and go to Bruges. But Bruges will be a different video. So this evening I'm probably going to try and wash my hair in the van for the first time. And probably just do dinner, go for another little walk. That'll be it. Okay, so I've washed my hair. Washed my hair and pretty much ready for bed, but I realised that I hadn't actually said goodbye on the video. So if you've watched to the end, then thank you very much. We'll be back next week and heading further into Belgium to Bruges and Ghent. So very excited for that. So yeah, stick around if you want to watch those, but if not, thanks anyway. Bye.